Good afternoon, everybody. We welcome you to Amherst, Wisconsin for today's CWC East Conference matchup between the Amherst Falcons and the Bonduel Bears. Jack Weber along with you here on Zaleski Sports on a beautiful spring day here in Wisconsin, as we're just about ready to get things started as the starting lineup for Bonduel leading off, playing center field, number 1, Kay Johnson, batting second and playing shortstop, number 10, Race Anvelink, batting third and pitching, number 11, Beckett Hartleben, batting fourth and catching, number 5, Joe Fellhofer, batting fifth and playing second base, number 0, Carter Mosch, batting sixth and DHing, number 44, Cody Schrader, batting seventh and playing first base, number 6, Mason Zuliger, batting eighth and playing right field, number 14, Aiden Hillsberg, and batting ninth and playing left field, number 8, Jack Zernicki. As first offering from Pesky is in there for a strike at zone 1. That's low, count even 1-1. And a liner into left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit, leadoff hit for Schrader. As here's Riz Anvelink. And if the video quality is probably a little lower than what you are probably used to, it's the fact that we had to deal with some internet issues, so I do apologize for that. As first pitch from Pesky, and that is low. A block behind the plate by Spolstra. This is 1-0. And low and outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Is high, and that's a 4-pitch walk. So single and a walk to start things out for Pesky. 2 runners on, nobody out, and that'll bring on Beckett Hartleben. Pesky takes a quick look at second and fires, and on the ground, foul. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1. That is high. Here's the 1-1, and that's high again. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bonduel threatening early here in this first inning against Pesky. Here's the 2-1, and that's outside at 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's a 3-1. And a fly ball into center field. Back goes Perkins. He calls for it. He makes the catch. And Johnson thought about tagging. He'll retreat. And there is out number 1. So there is a long-awaited first out for Pesky. And here's Joe Fellhofer. First offering is in there for strikeout 1. See a 1. Just a bit outside count, even 1-1. Break even and a big cut and a miss. It's 1-2 now on Fellhofer. One ball, 2 strikes. Pesky takes a look at second. An eye on Johnson and deals the 1-2. That is high and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Balls, 2 strikes. Pesky looks again and deals. And on the ground to short. Over is Gladowski across the diamond, and nice pick at first by Baudouin. There's on number 2. Both runners move up. As here's Carter Mosch. First pitch. And Mosch on the ground, drifting over Gladowski. He's got it, fields, throws, and in time to get Carter Mosch. A hit and a walk to start things out for Bonduel, but nothing comes of it. We're going to the bottom of the first as we'll see Amherst come to the plate for the first time. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports. We'll be back after this.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
Bottom of the first as Amherst coming up for the first time today. We'll get our first look at Beckett Hartleben on the mound as the defense behind him looks like this. He got Zernicki in left, Johnson in center, Hillsberg in right with Brooks Hartleben at third, Anvelink at short, Mosch at second. You've got Zuliger at third with Hartleben on the mound and Fellhofer behind the plate. As here's the starting lineup for Amherst, as it's Ethan Pesky, Mike Gladowski, A.J. O'Brien, Noah Spolstra, Sully Perkins, Wybadwan, Gage Gladowski, Levi Cullen, Logan Hintz, and then of course John Carlson in left field. As we're just about ready to get things started. As as Hartleben ready, and his first offering to Pesky is in there for a strike, 0-1. Pesky got out of a big jam in the top half of the inning, and he's swinging away and flaring one in the gap. Sorry, in the hole, and throw to first. It's not handled by Zuliger, as Pesky will stay at first. Thought that was going to sneak through. Envelink was able to get to it. Either way, leadoff man is on for Amherst, just like Bonduel with a leadoff hit. So I think even with a good throw, he would have beat it out. As here's Mike Gladowski. And first pitch is low, 1 ball, no strikes. And that's in there for a strike count, even 1-1. Is low, so it's 2-1. It's the 2-1. That is high. It's 3 balls and 1 strike on Gladowski. And Pesky takes off. That's in there for a strike. He'll get to second without a throw. Count is full. Three-two, and that is low. Ball 4. So the bottom half of the first starts the same way as the top half did, a leadoff single and then a walk. As here's A.J. O'Brien, third baseman today for Coach Bill Held and the Falcons. Hartleben keeps an eye on Pesky and deals his first offering to O'Brien, and it finds that outer edge for a strike, 0-1. And Amherst sitting at a very good marking conference play, just 6-1. As that's in there for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2. And foul tip right into the mitt of Fellhofer, and there is out number 1. As here's Noah Spolstra. And first pitch fouled out of play. The 0-1. And fly ball into center field. Calling for it is Johnson. He'll make the catch, and both runners stay put. There's out number 2. As here's Sully Perkins. His first pitch, and Perkins lines one down the left field line. That is hooking. That is a fair ball into the corner. Pesky stumbles around third. He will score. Gladowski around third. He's going to try to score. Throw to the plate is not in time. It's a 2 RBI double for Sully Perkins, and it's 2-0 Amherst. He was able to hook that one down the left field line, and with 2 outs, both runners running on contact. Again, he knew Pesky was going to score easily. As here's Bonduel. First pitch, and that is in there for a strike, 0-1. And a big cut and a miss, count even 1-1. The 0-2, and a swing and a miss. He got him, and the inning is over. A 2 RBI double by Sully Perkins gives Amherst a 2-0 lead. We'll be back after these messages on Zaleski Sports as you're watching high school baseball, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois Teastrake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcasts. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Culligan Water specializes in all your water filtration system needs. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. And Stevens Point, Amherst carries a rich fly fishing tradition thanks to our natural cold streams and fishing environments. Fall Line Outfitters is proud to help carry this tradition as you go local for your fly fishing gear, apparel, classes, and more. Learn more at falllineoutfitters.com. Cody Schroeder ready to lead things off for Bonduel as 6, 7, 8 due up for the Bears. As Pesky's first pitch is low, 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0. And a fly ball pop-up on the infield. Calling for it is Hintz, and he's got it. And there's out number 1. As here's Mason Zuliger, the first baseman. First pitch from Piskey is right down Main Street, 0-1. The 0-1 and dropped in there nicely again, 0-2. The 0-2. Chopper foul. The 0-2. And on the ground to third, over is O'Brien. Fields throws across and got him. Good throw by A.J. O'Brien. And there's out number 2. So a good stretch at first base by Baudouin. As here's Aiden Hillsberg, right fielder. First pitch, and Hillsberg takes one high and tight, 1-0. This is 1-0. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. This is a 2-0 from Pesky, and finds that high part of the zone, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. And fly ball, foul territory, and that will be out of play. Count even 2-2 now on Hillsberg. There's a 2-2. And that is just a bit high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full. And that is smoked into left center field. That is way back, drifting back, and making the catch is John Carlson. And the inning is over. We have played 1.5. It's still 2-0 Amherst. We'll be back after this.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
And the most important of those things is to have the ability to do things and treat patients in such a way that you're that you're able to do things in such a way that you're controlling the decisions that are made, and you have that ability to change things when you feel like they're not the best things for you or for your patients, and that's really important.
Bottom of the second here in Amherst. The Falcons on top, 2-0, thanks to a 2-run double by Sully Perkins. As Gage Gladowski, the DH, will lead things off. 7-8-9 due up for Amherst. Time is called as we wait for Coach Held to set. First offering, and Gladowski out in front of it, 0-1. The 0-1, and Gladowski a chopper foul. The 0-2, and check swing, did he go? Did not. It's 1-2, as Gladowski able to hold it up. One, two, and low, count even 2-2. Two, and that's a called strike 3. So one down, and that'll bring on Levi Cullen. First pitch, Cullen takes a strike. Despite kicking away from Fellhofer. The 0-1 to Cullen, and Cullen takes one inside, 1-1. The break even, and slap foul on the third base line. It's 1-2. One, two, and a pop up to shortstop. Anvilink under it, and he makes the catch. And there is out number 2. As here's Logan Hintz. First pitch, and Hintz out in front of it, 0-1. The 0-1 to Hintz, and Hintz sends one foul right back to the cage. The 0-2, and a ground ball up the middle. Anvilink overthrows and makes the play. Nice play by Race Anvilink. Take a hit away from Logan Hintz. Scoreless second for Hartleben. We played 2. We're going to the top of the third. It's still 2-0 Falcons.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Welcome back to Amherst Baseball, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty on Zaleski Sports. As top of the third inning, as Jack Zernicki will lead things off for the Bears. 9-1-2 due up. Marshfield Dairy Fest is May 30th and 31st. Check out visitmarshfield.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend at Dairy Fest. And great things are happening at the Tomorrow River School District. Join the Falcon family. Are you ready to fly with us? He had a nice clean 1-2-3 inning in the second and starts this inning off well right down the pipe, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 and outside 1-1. Pesky ready and deals the 1-1. And fly ball left field. That'll drift in foul territory. Carlson is over and he makes the catch. Nice catch by Carlson. Not an easy play. And there is out number 1. Wynn kind of took that one and Carlson did a good job sticking with it. As back to the top of the order with Cade Johnson. He singled to start the game, was stranded at second back in the first, the only hit so far for Bonduel. As Pesky dropped in there nicely, 0-1. And after a rocky start, these past inning and a third, Pesky has settled in nicely. Here's the 0-1. And that is a fly ball into center field. Calling for it is Perkins. Drifting over, he makes the catch. And there is out number 2. As here's Race Anvelink, as I should say 0 for 0. He walked his first time up, so no registered at bats. The first 2 batters reached for Bonduel, but after that they haven't gotten a base runner since. Streak of 8 consecutive Bears retired for Pesky, as first pitch is high inside on Anvelink. Oh no, here it is. And a little low, 2-0. It's a 2-0. Anvelink takes a strike, dropped in there nicely by Pesky. Pesky ready and deals the 2-1. And that is low, 3-1. Pesky ready and deals a 3-1. And that was just a bit outside. So a 2-out walk. As here's Beckett Hartleben. Anvelink, the only batter to reach twice, and he's walked twice. As Harleben 0 for 1, he flew out to center back in the first inning. And off goes Anvelink, and he'll swipe second. He'll round second, thought about third. He'll retreat as that ball got away from Spolstra. Anvelink took a bit of a wide turn. Figured he wasn't going to go, but you obviously keep an eye on him. Here's 1-0. And that is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Balls, no strikes on Hartleben. Runner at second, 2 outs. Pesky deals the 2-0. And that is in there for a strike. The high part of the zone, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pesky takes another look at Anvelink and deals, and that is outside. 3 balls, 1 strike on Hartleben. And that is outside. It's ball 4. So back-to-back 2-out walks. As Joe Fellhofer will come up to the plate. 0 for 1, grounded out to short. Back in the first. Outfield shaded very much to the left. So it's low, 1 ball, no strikes. As Cullen almost in right center as opposed to right field. Big gas. They obviously feel Fellhofer's probably going to pull the left side. Is 1-0. And the liner that is fair down the left field line. Anvelink around third. He will score. And now the throw goes to the plate. Throw to third is not in time. And it'll be a long single. As we're going to have a courtesy runner. As Jackson Rudzinski as runners at the corners. Still 2 outs. As here's Carter Mosch. It's high from Pesky, 1-0. It's 1-0. Mosch takes one low, 2 balls, no strikes. Pesky's having a hard time finding the zone right now. 2-out rally right now by Bonduel. Tying run 90 feet away. It's a 2-0. And that is a liner into right field, and that's down for a base hit. In to score is Hartleben, and this game is tied. RBI single by Carter Mosch. As 2-out damage again, 2 walks, and now back-to-back singles by Fellhofer and Mosch. And we got a ball game here in Amherst. As here's Cody Schrader. Popped out to second last inning. Pesky's first offering, and Schrader way out in front of it, 0-1. Is the 0-1. And on the ground to second base, over is Hintz. Bobbles for a second, regathers, and throws him out. And the inning is over. But damage done. A 2-out rally ties the game. We're going to the bottom of the third. We're all even in Amherst.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Bottom of the third here in Amherst as tie game. A 2-out rally in the top half by Bonduel. As top of the order due up for the Falcons, Pesky, Gladowski, and O'Brien. And Coach Don Grunwald. I like his 2-out rally. Again, back-to-back walks with 2 outs and then back-to-back singles. It's the story of why this game is tied instead of being a 2-0 Amherst. Again, Pesky was rolling right along. It retired 8 in a row, and then the 2-out rally by the Bears able to tie it. Call JG Plumbing for all of your residential or commercial plumbing needs. As your local Amana dealer, you can always trust in JG to get it fixed and get it off your mind. That's JG Plumbing in Amherst. Pesky 1 for 1. He singled and scored back in the first inning. And Pesky takes one inside, 1-0. Pesky came around to score on that 2-run double by Sully Perkins. And Pesky sends one foul and out of play. The 1-1 and Pesky out in front of it, 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. And that is a liner into left field, and that is going to be caught in left field by Zernicke. Nice catch. As here's Mike Gladowski. He walked his first time up. Later came also around to score on that double by Perkins. First offering. And Gladowski takes a low strike, 0-1. Is the 0-1. And that is low and outside. Count even, 1-1. It's break even. Just a little high, 2-1. It's a ball it didn't have to be. Here's the 2-1. That is high, 3 balls and 1 strike. It's a 3-1, and that's inside again, so the story for both 2 hitters in both lineups, each have 2 walks as a 1-out base runner for the Falcons. And here's A.J. O'Brien, who struck out back in the first inning. First pitch to O'Brien sent foul and out of play. The 0-1 throw back to first, and back with a dive is Gladowski. Ball's one strike. Here it is to O'Brien. Dropped in there beautifully by Hartley, but it's 0-2. The 0-2. And that is a called strike 3. As Gladowski will swipe second. As here's Noah Spolstra. He flew out to center back in the first. 0 for 1 on the day. Trying to give the Falcons back the lead. First pitch is low, and that kicks away from Fellhofer, and going to third is Gladowski. There's a 1-0. And on the ground, back up the middle, and knocked down, but there will be no play. Heck of an effort by Anvelink, but that'll be an infield hit for Spolstra. And the Falcons do regain the lead. It's 3-2 on the RBI single by Noah Spolstra. As we're going to have a courtesy runner for Spolstra, obviously with 2 outs, as Dylan Cook will come in to run. Here's Sully Perkins. For a while had the big blow, the 2-run double back in the first, and he takes an outer edge strike. Hill 1, and Perkins on the ground, back up the middle, and the force will be at second. And Anvelink just steps on the bag and takes the easy play. Still, Falcons regain the lead. We're going to the fourth. It's 3-2 Amherst here on Zaleski Sports.
It's hard to choose a new school. It's about academics, but also so much more. What does it mean to be a Falcon? Let me show you around. It means contributing to our communities and considering our role in making the world a better place. Asking good questions so we can understand the complexities of the world around us. Creating positive relationships across our differences so that we can hear others and be heard. Solving problems as a team with both creativity and resilience. Figuring out who we are and identifying the small decisions we make every day to become who we want to be. So what do you think? Are you ready to fly?
Watch the game change, yeah.
Top of the fourth inning here in Amherst. 3-2 Falcons on top as they lead the Bonduel Bears. As 7, 8, 9 due up for Bonduel, Zuliger, Hillsburg, and Zernicke. First pitch, and a fly ball into right. Coming on and making the catch is Levi Cullen. Had to come in a little bit and fought with the sun, but able to make the catch. As that'll bring on Aiden Hillsberg 0 for 1 today. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home, roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. And on the ground is short, and instead it's going to be O'Brien coming in fielding it. Throw across the diamond and off the glove of Baudouin. I realized I put a runner on when there was actually an out, but see, it all worked out for the so one out base runner. Here's Jack Zernicke. He flew out to left. He fouled out to left. Last inning. It's the first out. Pesky keeping an eye on Zuliger. Doesn't have a big lead over at first. And here's the first pitch. That is high. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, I encourage everybody who's listening to these streams that this weekend you get out and enjoy the nice weather. You don't get a lot of that in this state. It's a good turnout today here. Terry Anderson Field there in Amherst, as that's dropped in there beautifully by Pesky, 1-1. And spring has really, spring/early summer has started. We're just a couple weekends away from Memorial Day. Pesky again keeping an eye on Zuliger, sorry, on Hillsberg. Other way, doesn't really look like he's going to steal that small lead. And there he goes, just as I said he wasn't going to. Throw down to second, might have a play. They got him. Oh, okay. Guess he didn't handle the throw. All right. I apologize. It certainly looked like they got him, and I thought they signaled out. Oh, the strike to Zernicke. Pesky deals, and that is high and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a 2-2, and that's low. Nice pick behind the plate by Spolstra. It's 3-2. To Zernicke, and a foul ball out of play. Three-two. Swing and a miss, got him. A strikeout for Pesky. And bringing us back to the top of the order with Cade Johnson. 1 for 2. He's singled and flown out to center. Runner at second, 2 outs. First pitch. That is high. An adjustment by Spolstra to field that one. Pesky keeps an eye on Hillsberg and deals the 1-0. That's high again. 2 balls, no strikes on Johnson. It's a 2-0. just inside 3-0. Not a bad spot from Pesky. Just missed that inner edge of the zone. Pesky again keeps an eye on Hillsburg and fires 3-0, and now scoring a bunt and pulling it back and drawing a 4-pitch walk is Cade Johnson. As here is Race Anvilink. He's walked twice and scored a run. And we're going to have a meeting on the mound. There's only storage serving the Amherst area, offering extra large units for businesses, boats, RVs, or an extra garage, secure and affordable and open 24/7. Visit Amherst Storage online to reserve your space today. And Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. And if you're also considering a career in fabrication or welding, consider dropping off a resume at Legacy Steel. This brand new addition to our Amherst community is located in the Amherst Business Park. That's Legacy Steel, proud supporter of your Amherst Falcons. As meeting on the meeting on the mound is over. Again, Anvilink, as I said, has walked twice, scored a run. This is what the Bears did last inning. They struck with 2 outs. First offering, and Anvilink pops it up foul and out of play. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Anvilink on the ground to second base. Hintz can't handle it, and it's going to kick into the outfield, and this game is going to be tied. Here's Beckett Hartleben. Said Barkett, apparently, which I think that's only a name maybe for a dog. Leaving at 3. As Hartleben 0 for 1. He's flown out to center and walked and scored. It was last inning. First pitch. And that's a ground ball. And that time Hintz fields it, goes to second the easy way. And the inning is over. But the Bears tie it up. Going to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching High School Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty. We're all leaving at 3.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment Professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Bottom of the 4th here in Amherst. We're all even at 3. As 6, 7, 8 due up. Hasn't been the prettiest of or cleanest of games for either team. For all all of your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your need is a sure thing to get back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. And no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. As Wyatt Bonduel will lead it off. 0 for 1, struck out to end the first inning. It'll be Bonduel, Gladowski, and Cullen. First pitch, and did not go. 1-0. Lavin resetting on the mound. And deals the 1-0. And a low strike, count even 1-1. Yep. Here's the 1-1. And a fly ball foul and out of play and headed towards the track. Ball, 2 strikes on Bonduel. 1-2. And dropped in there, got him looking. As 1 down, and that'll bring on Gage Gladowski. Struck out his last time up. Yeah, Gladowski doing the DHing today. First pitch, Gladowski takes one low, 1 ball, no strikes. That is outside, 2 balls, no strikes. It's a 2-0. And Gladowski lines one that is fair down the left field line. Gladowski on his way to second. He'll stop around first. And a leadoff, sorry, not a leadoff, a 1-out base runner. As Johnny Carlson's going to come on and run for Gladowski in the DH spot. Pinch runner is here's Levi Cullen. Cullen 0 for 1. He popped out to short his first time up. First pitch, and Cullen takes one high, 1 ball and no strikes. It's 1-0. Liner foul and out of play. Here's the 1-1. And just a bit inside. 2-1. Didn't miss by much. It's 2-1. And that's low and inside. 3-1. It's 3-1. And a fly ball foul. Full count, 3-2 to Cullen is high. That's ball 4. Everybody kind of froze, that's why So back-to-back base runners for Amherst, and that'll bring on Logan Hintz. Grounded out to short his first time up. First pitch to Hintz. And Hintz checks swing. Did he offer? And he did not swing. It was close. One ball, no strikes on Hintz. Laban in a little bit of a jam. And a little low. Bit outside. 2-0 now on Hintz. The 2-0. And that is a liner into right center field. That's down for a base hit. Carlson will be held around third. And the bases are loaded. He had to wait to see if that one was going to get down. As the bases are loaded with one out, and back to the top of the order with Ethan Pesky. Chance to give himself back the lead on the mound. As Pesky 1 for 2, he singled and flown out to left. He has scored a run as well. Bottom of the fourth, tie game at 3, bases loaded, and now scoring to bunt is Pesky, and he does get it down, and they're going to go to the plate. They get the force there, no one covering first. So bases loaded still from Mike Ledowski. He's walked twice. Lehman's first offering, and Gladowski sends one foul. Here's the 0-1. Gladowski takes one high. It's 1-1. Break even. And Gladowski into right field, slicing. That is down, a base hit. One run is in, another one coming to the plate. The throw is not in time. That throw gets away. And here comes Pesky, throw to the plate. He is out at the plate. Two-run score on the single by Gladowski. As Cullen and Hintz both score. As it's 5-3. We're going to the 5th. You're watching high school baseball on Zalewski Sports.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
Top of the 5th inning, 5-3 Amherst on top, leading Bonduel. Thanks to a 2-run single by Mike Ledowski. Joe Fellhofer, Carter Mosh, and Cody Schrader due up for Bonduel, 4-5-6. Fellhofer has grounded out to short, singled, and has an RBI today, as Pesky back out for another inning of work. Yeah, this presentation of high school baseball brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty is also sponsored by Ski's Meat Market. It's locally owned and a premier meat market filled with more than 30 flavors of brats, along with chicken, steaks, beef, deli meats, local and seasonal favorites, and more. It's all at Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Fellhofer will dig in. Pesky trying to make this a clean 5th inning. First pitch, and popped up on the infield. Pesky calling for it. He makes the catch. And 1 pitch, 1 out to start things here in the top of the 5th. This game is also brought to you by the International Bank of Amherst, as they invite you to bank locally with all the amenities you'd expect from your local bank. Great rates and local friendly service with a smile. Put your trust in the International Bank of Amherst. That's low, 1 ball, no strikes on Carter Mosh. One 0. And high, 2 balls, no strikes. A little bit low. It's 3-0 now on Mosh. Mosh 1 for 2 with an RBI. Grounded out to short and singled. 3-0. And that's a 4-pitch walk to Carter Mosh. And a 1-out base runner for the Bears. Here's Cody Schroeder. 0 for 2. He's popped out to second and grounded out to second. First pitch is dropped in there nicely by Pesky. After a 4-pitch walk, that's the way you want to start off the next at bat. An eye on Mosh. And speak of the devil, there he goes. They got him caught off the bag. Throw to second. And they got him. Took a while for the umpire to make the signal. And it was a very high throw from Pesky. A nice job by Glodowski to get that tag down. So instead of a runner at second with 1 out, it turns into bases empty with 2 outs. As that one is high, 1-0. Sorry, 1-1, I apologize. Here's a 1-1. And a ground ball to third. O'Brien's got it. Fields throws across the diamond, has some time. High throw, but they get him. Good job by Bonduel to stay on the bag. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching High School Baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Here in Amherst, the Falcons lead the Bonduel Bears 5-3 as A.J. O'Brien, Noah Spolstra, and Sully Perkins due up for Amherst as Beckett Hartleben back out for another inning. As Adam Skavicki of First Weber, your trusted partner for buying or selling, offering expert guidance, personalized service, and proven results. Let's turn your estate goals into reality. Contact Adam today. And Stevens Point Orthopedics, proud to welcome orthopedic spine surgeon Dr. Jason Pataki. Dr. Pataki is ready to serve the Central Wisconsin community and is now seeing patients. For more information regarding spine and back services, available at stevenspointortho.com. Again, that's stevenspointortho.com. In their first strike, 0-1 and O'Brien. He struck out twice today. Here's the 0-1. O'Brien out in front of 1, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And that is a fly ball into shallow center coming on and not making the catch as it drops in front of the center fielder Johnson. Thought he had a read on it at first, but it dropped in for a base hit. And O'Brien's on with a single to start the 5th. As here's Noah Spolstra, 1 for 2, single and an RBI, had the infield hit to give Falcons a 3-2 lead. The Bears tied in the last inning, the big 2-run single with 2 outs by Mike Ladowski. Small lead at first by O'Brien and a quick check back. He's back with a dive. Here's the first offering, 0-1 on Noah Spolstra. And throw back to first, and again, O'Brien back with a dive. The 0-1, and hits that outer edge, 0-2. The 0-2. That is a fly ball into center field. Back goes Johnson. He calls for it. He makes the catch. And there is out number 1. Here's Sully Perkins, 1 for 2. Grounded into a fielder's choice to end the 3rd, and then double back in the 1st, a 2 RBI double. First pitch, and Perkins takes one just a bit outside, 1-0. And Perkins lines one into left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Back-to-back, sorry, not back-to-back singles. Second single of the inning. And runners at second and first with only 1 out for Wyatt Bedwine. Bedwine waits and takes one high, 1-0. Harleben steps off. Here's 1-0. And bouncing the dirt, nice stop by Fellhofer. Mutual Vasa Insurance, been protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualvasa.com to find an agent near you. (2-0) and dropped in there, 2-1. The 2-1. And that's in there, 2-2. That pitches of Hartleben finding that top part of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Bonduel. Here's the 2-2. As runners take off, throw down to third in. They got him. All right. I apologize for the delay. I didn't know what he was signaling at first. I think he was saying they got him on the arm. It was a ball, by the way, to Bonduel. 3 balls, 2 strikes as Perkins able to go to second on that, and Bonduel strikes out, and the inning is over. So that was a quick turnaround as we're going to the 6th. It's still 5-3 Amherst. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Hoff Favor Realty.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
The big thing for Farmers State Bank is we're a community-oriented bank. We support the community as much as we can. We support all different kinds of organizations, whether it's church organizations or youth organizations, arts organizations, sports, all those things. We help out where we can. The big thing for us is we want to show that we're part of the community and do whatever we can to help and give back. Our slogan is investing in you, and we pride ourselves on that.
Top of the 6th inning here in Amherst. As the Falcons lead it 5-3 over Bonduel. As Mason Zuliger, Hayden Hillsberg, and Jack Zernicke will lead things off, 7, 8, 9. Brett Faber is your local realtor, born and raised in Amherst. You can place your trust in his knowledge on the market. Whether buying, selling, or just curious about real estate values, reach out to Brett Faber with Keller Williams of Stevens Point. As first offering, and Zuliger takes a strike, 0-1. Pesky deals the 0-1. That is high, 1-1. It's a 1-1. And just a little bit low. Again, that part of the zone right by the knees has been called. Decent amount today, but not there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pesky ready and deals the 2-1. And that is ripped down the right field line. No one is there, and that's going to roll all the way to the fence. And Zuliger can run for a while. He's then to second. It's a double. Again, as I said earlier, they had been shaded very far to the left, and they got exposed on that. They hadn't been hurt yet, but that double by Zuliger changed it. And a Runner in scoring position now for Aiden Hillsberg. He's 0 for 2. He struck out, reached on an error, and scored. Pesky keeps an eye on Zuliger and deals, and that is inside, 1-1. Here's 1-1. And inside, it's 2-1. Fly ball fouling out of play. Two. Fly ball into center field. Long run for Perkins. He makes the catch as Zuliger almost got caught off the bag. As Jack Zernicki will step up. 1 out runner at second. Zernicki has flown out to left and struck out today. 0 for 2. First pitch, way out in front of it, 0-1. Deal 1. Side, 1-1. Here's 1-1. Swing and a miss. One, two. And that is ripped into left center field, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. And they're going to wave home Zuliger, and now they'll put up the late stop sign. He rounded third. Right at the corners, 1 out. Here's Cade Johnson. He is 1 for 2. Has singled, flown out to center, and walked. In some trouble, up by 2. Runners at the corners, only 1 out. And Johnson, first pitch swinging, that's going to sneak through, a base hit. In to score is Zuliger, and on his way to third goes Zernicki, and he is in there. It's an RBI single for Cade Johnson, and it's a 1-run game again. It's 5-4. As here's Race Anverlink. That's why you never guess. 2 walks and an error. Reached on an error, I should say. 0 for 1 today. He's also scored a run as well. A chance to tie the game. As Coach Held is on his way out. We may see a pitching change. I don't know what he'll do. That is exactly what we're going to see. So we're going to take a quick commercial break as we'll be back with the new pitcher and defensive changes right after this.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois T. Strake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Mike Ledowski is the new pitcher for Amherst. As again a one-run game and runners at the corners with only one out. As O'Brien moves to short, Hintz moves to third, and Pesky moves to second. Runs at the corners, one out. As Race Anveling takes one low, 1 ball and no strikes. Probably the smart move by Coach Held to change pitchers. Ledowski ready, deals 1-0. And that is in there for a strike. Oh, wow, excuse me. Count even 1-1. As Johnson had some motion, retreats back to first. Ledowski keeping an eye on Zernicke at third. And there goes Johnson. Throw down to second, and they're going to get him. Oh, he dropped the ball, but now he's off the bag, and now he's out. Not the most traditional caught stealing plays, but the Falcons will take it. Because it looks like had Johnson stayed on the bag, he would have been safe, but he went off the bag, and that's why he was out. Say the throw beat him by plenty. Either way, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Anvelink. Ledowski ready, deals the 1-2. And a called strike 3, got him. Ledowski comes in, he gets a caught stealing and then a strikeout to end the inning, and the Falcons are still in front. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 5-4 Amherst.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
And the most important of those things is to have the ability to do things and treat patients in such a way that you're sorry that you're able to do things in such a way that you're controlling the decisions that are made, and you have that ability to change things when you feel like they're not the best things for you or for your patients, and that's really important.
Bottom of the 6th here in Amherst, 5-4 Falcons leading Bonduel. As Megan Hartleben trying to keep this a one-run game. Bonduel has never led in this game. There's been 2 ties. Largest lead for Amherst has been 2 runs. They led 2-0 and then 3-2 and then 5-3. Amherst has Infinity Exteriors installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. That's Infinity Exteriors. Give them a call today. As here's Gage Gladowski, 1 for 2. He struck out and singled. He was pinch ran by Johnny Carlson. When he reached last time as his first pitch. Gladowski takes a low strike, 0-1. Amherst looking for a couple of insurance runs. At least 2 would do the trick. And on the ground is short. Over is Anvilink. He fields, throws across the diamond, and in time to get Gladowski. A good throw by Anvilink, and there's out number 1. Again, in the 7th, it'll be 3-4-5 due up for Bonduel. Hartleben, Fellhofer, and Mosch. As here's Levi Cullen. Has popped out to short, walked, and scored. As he takes one high. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's 1-0. Cullen into left center field. That might drop in the gap. It will. And a 1-out single for Levi Cullen. As that'll bring on Logan Hintz. 1 for 2. He's grounded out to short, singled, and scored. As Dylan Cook is going to come on. And run for Amherst. All right, first 1 out. Lehman deals, and Hintz swings and misses. It kicks away. Cook on his way to second. We might have a play throw down to second. Not in time. Smart base running by Dylan Cook. See that one kick away from Fellhofer. Not a bad throw by Fellhofer from where he was basically kneeling down, but not enough to throw out Cook. Lehman takes a look at second and fires the 0-1. And Hintz on the ground. That is going to sneak through a base hit. Won't quite sneak through. It was flagged down by the shortstop Anvilink, but it'll still be a base hit. Second hit of the day for Hintz. And runners at the corners as back-to-back hits for Amherst, as back to the top of the order with Ethan Pesky. Pesky went 5 1/3, 2 earned runs. Still a decent day on the mound. As that is in there for a strike. Throw down to second. There was nobody there. And a good job by Mosch to get over there and cover. As that will take the Falcons out of the 6-4-3 or 4-6-3 double play opportunity. balls, 1 strike on Pesky. As middle infielders shaded in. Actually, all infielders shaded near the grass, as that's in there for a strike. It's 0-2 on Pesky. And to turn away from it a little inside, but hit that inside edge. No balls, 2 strikes on Pesky. Laban ready, takes a look over at third at Cook and deals the 0-2. And Pesky sends one foul. Here's the 0-2 again. And Pesky takes one inside, 1-2. One, 2. That is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. And just got a piece of it. He stays alive. This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. It's a 2-2. And a swing and a miss. He got him. There's a big strikeout for Hartleben. And 2 down here in the 6th. As that'll bring on Mike Ledowski. He has scored twice and driven in 2 runs. He has not been retired today. Hartleben ready and deals. And Gladowski pops it up. On the infield, Anvilink calling for it. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. Good job by Hartleben to work around the 2 hits. We're going to the 7th. It's still 5-4 Amherst on Zaleski Sports. You're watching baseball, brought to you by Hoffhaver Realty.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Top of the 7th inning as Amherst on top, 5-4 over Bonduel, as Mike Ledowski trying to finish this one off. As 3-4-5, Hartleben, Fellhofer, and Mosch due up for Bonduel. As Amherst Family Foods continues to serve the community as a full-service grocery store with fresh local produce and so much more, with a hot food selection, dairy, frozen foods, produce, fresh fruits and veggies and drinks. Get your groceries at Amherst Family Foods. Sorry, produce comes up twice in that ad. A little confused. Hartleben has kept his team in it on the mound. Got around a big jam. Runners at second and third with only 1 out. And on the ground, back up the middle. That is going to sneak through a base hit. So leadoff single for Beckett Hartleben, and the tying run is at first base, and the go-ahead run will come to the plate. As here's Joe Fellhofer, 1 for 3, has an RBI. He's grounded out to short, popped out to the pitcher, and singled. As first pitch, fly ball into right. Going back, calling for it, and making the catch is Cullen. As Hartleben will retreat back to first, and there is out number 1. So 2 pitches, a single and a fly out. And that'll bring on Carter Mosch. Mosch, 1 for 2. He's grounded out to short, single, has an RBI, and has walked. And first pitch, nice, as it kicks away from Spolstra, and that will allow Hartleben to move up to second. I thought originally Spolstra had stopped him, but it kicked away from him at the last second. 1 ball, no strikes. Wadowski keeps an eye on Hartleben and deals. That is high. 2 balls, no strikes now on Mosch. Cody Schrader on deck. Here's a 2-0. And that's inside. It's 3-0 now on Mosch. Wadowski not in a good spot. Runner at second, 1 out, and down 3-0 in a count. 3-0, and that's a 4-pitch walk to Carter Mosch. So runners at second and first with 1 out, and that'll bring on Cody Schrader. 0 for 3, he's popped out to second, grounded out to second, and grounded out to third. And Sklodowski's first pitch is a high strike. Didn't have to be, 0-1. Sklodowski keeping an eye on second, deals the 0-1. And Schrader, fly ball, shallow right field, going back and making the catch is Pesky. And there is out number 2. And the last chance right now for Bonduel is in the hands of Mason Zuliger as Bears down to their final out. As quick timeout called. And I want to thank you for letting us be a part of your Friday afternoon. Glad you could tune in today. Had some early technical bugs, but I think we worked through that, so that's always good to see. Zuliger, 1 for 3. He's grounded out to third, flown out to right, and doubled and scored. That was last inning. First pitch, and right in there, 0-1. Coach held vocal as always. Here's the 0-1. And on the ground to third, and he's got it. Throw across the diamond in time. Hintz makes the play. Sorry, Pesky makes the play. I apologize. Pesky makes the play, and that is the ball game as the Falcons take down the Bears 5-4. As they hang on and get a big conference win as they are now 7-1 in conference play. Final 5-4 is coming up next. Is our Wapaka Foundry postgame show. Coming up is the Wapaka Foundry postgame show. For a job that will ignite your career, go to jobs.com.wapakafoundry. That's jobs.wapakafoundry.com. As we're going to play the ad, and we'll have a talk with Coach Heldon, our player of the game, after this. Again, final score, Amherst 5, Bonduel 4.
The mission at WIAA Foundry is to provide all of the world with our great quality castings.
I think it'd be kind of hard to find this sort of environment working anywhere else. It's a little bit different than your typical factory setting.
People think that we just pour, we pour a few castings, but like here at Plant 1, we're pouring, 3,000 different parts.
There's a lot to learn, and it's fascinating. When I started and I said that to myself, well, if I don't give it a shot and I don't try out the job, I won't know if I actually like it.
Do I stay because of my team leader and my foreman and the guys I work with over there? They make it fun and easy and interesting. They're willing to help. They're willing to teach. They give you the time to learn.
As long as you show up, you do what you're supposed to, you ask questions, and you put your best foot forward, you literally can keep moving up.
One of the things that has kept me tied to the company is how do you feel? When you go every day to a place, you belong to a team, you have opportunity for growth, that's the right place to be.
I take pride in everything I do. And if you take pride in what you do, you're always going to do your best at it.
WIAA has opened up a lot of opportunities for me. They sent me to school. I have an associate's degree now. I take pride in that because I've always wanted to have a college degree, and now I have it, and WIAA has supplied that to me.
I feel like we are an elite team that keeps this place running in Melton Iron, and I like to feel part of something bigger.
I enjoy working with everybody. I love being up here in Wisconsin.
It's like a brotherhood. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone's looking out for everyone.
The people that make up WIAA Foundry are just really genuine, hard-working people.
I take pride in everything I do. And if you take pride in what you do, you're always going to do your best at it.
We build a good sense of camaraderie with our teams, so it just allows for a more well-rounded and healthy work environment.
It's not just a job, it's a career.
What our differentiator is, WIAA is a company, first it has a welcoming culture. So no matter what your background is, if you are coming, willing to do your job and contribute to the company growth and also growth yourself, you will find the right place.
We make products that help people. I don't ever want to have to worry that you get in your vehicle and you go home and something breaks or fails because we didn't do something right on our process. It all matters.
WIAA Foundry, it's one of the largest iron foundries in the world, and it's right here in WIAA, and I love that.